see that, Tom?
I do. Well, here we go. We're starting with some. We're starting with some tech support issues. Let's take a look here.
Okay.
Okay.
You good?
Wait. So you're seeing the map behind it, right?
Yeah. That's the tap.
Can you guys just close your map window? Whoever's having. Does that work for anybody, by the way?
What?
I don't think so.
No. Can you guys just? I'm gonna unshare the map again, and you guys just close that map. Leave that one open. Oh, well, never mind.
Close the Phandalin map.
Yeah, and let's just see what we can do there.
I closed that one. Sorry.
And thank you, Christy. That's okay. So let me unshare. Phandalin. Unshare this image. All right. So no one has Phandalin up, right? And let me reshare the other one just to make sure that everybody has that. Because that's where we're going to spend our time tonight. And then we'll go from there.
All right.
And I'm now going to share it. Share record. Boom. I mean, did anyone have it at all? Like, they saw the little names they put on all the buildings? Like, no one saw that?
No, it's in that little brown dot. That's it.
Yep, still.
You can always walk around on the Sleeping Giant Taphouse for a while.
Can you guys see it now?
No.
Oh my god, this is so annoying.
Can you save it as something else and reshare it?
I'd have to remap everything and repin it, and it would take.
Oh, so it's not just an image.
It's an image. Well, the image is one of the layers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Let me see. There's no masks on it. Let's see.
Oh,
there it is.
Yeah.
There goes.
Huzzah.
Look at it, so labeled.
I know.
So
this
enable.
is awesome.
I'm glad it was worth the wait, you guys. Yeah. So enable/disable line of sight being an eyeball. So when you, I guess when you click it and it lights up, it's enabled. I just want to go work for Fantasy Grounds. It's hard to be. It's hard to be.
Yeah. So the map again.
Okay, which map did you close?
It
again. All right, guys, that's all we have time for tonight on the Elegant Age Adventure Saga. All right. Oh, I should intro. All right. So, welcome to the Elegant Age Adventure Saga. All right, we're introed. Last time we were here, you guys strolled in. You strolled into Phandalin and with Sildar. Remember Sildar, your pal, your trusted pal that there's so much trust with. Like, the trust between you guys is like amazing. Nick had revealed, or it was revealed, that Nick had a deep, dark secret. Nick, can you give us a quick reminder of what your secret is?
Yes. So it was
You
pretty much
have
like
one thing to do, Nick. One thing to do.
So I'm pretty much a person of interest. I mean, I have a something that everybody seems to want or do something with. Whether it be better protected. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, but it's they told me not to trust anybody in the party, and so I've disobeyed that. So we'll see what comes of that.
So, have you shared the actual secret with anyone?
No. I think that was I think that was something that I know that we had talked about, just figuring out what exactly that was.
But to everyone's chagrin, he has not shared it.
No, I have not shared what it is yet.
Well, I think because you're sharing with him, I think it's probably worth noting that you don't actually know what's in the document that you're carrying. because you were instructed not to look at it, if I remember correctly.
Which the letter that I was the sealed letter that we were.
Yes.
Right. Is that
so? So you have a sealed. So you have some knowledge that you're carrying something that the I believe it was the Harpers were interested in. And,
correct? Yes.
Yeah, and Sildar had couriered a note for you, or it was he had there was a note couriered for Sildar. He was supposed to identify you, and connect with you, and he does not know who you are. I believe your name is Mike, as far as Sildar knows, right?
Mike,
so anyway,
Mike Mellock.
So he's not with you right now. He's back at the inn. You guys headed over to the pub to raise some hell. You heard there were some potential ruffians that caused trouble in this town. You made your way over to this tap house, the Sleeping Giant Taphouse, and immediately got yourself into a bit of trouble. But then again, you went to a place where the people there were looking for trouble, so it all worked out. You guys had a series of near misses at the beginning, and then sort of raised some holy hell. And if at last count, you've dropped 5 ruffians, and there's an additional, I believe, 5 outside, or 4 outside, and then 1 ran into a building.
Right.
You've sort of learned that the characters of these guys are they're not the brightest, but they are they are a group that's in it together. But as their numbers diminish, you're seeing a little bit less steadfastness in their actions. So that brings us to now. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is I think it's Little Zippy's turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is. I saw her highlighted.
Yeah.
So
Or
you go.
him or her highlighted.
All right. We got some battle music going. I think it's too much. I think the battle music is too much.
I like.
So we're just gonna put some outside music on instead. All right, guys. So you can hear some birds chirping. Yeah, I found that the battle music it's just too hard to hear each other and communicate. So we're outside.
Have you been working on making your own battle music? Maybe a little.
I went down that path, yes, and I realized that I was also making my own maps. Like the first few maps you guys played, I drew. But you know what? There's only so many so many hours in a day. So awesome. So Little Zippy, what you gonna do here, right? You're off next to Favia. I believe Little Zippy's invisible, correct?
I think all those people that used to be dead are now showing as not dead.
Yeah.
They will be dead again in about 2 seconds. Okay. As soon as Little Zippy's turns over. It's one of the many joys of normally you don't end the game in the middle of combat. so it has to when we change our turns, it'll refresh all of that iconography.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So if you're looking for who's alive, for Little Zippy, the 3 in the street are still alive officially. Nick is bleeding out, so don't confuse him with a ruffian. And then back in the building, next to in the back room, Skylar, the one next to you, is still alive.
So it looks like Zippy can fly 40 feet. So I'm trying to untarget this Redband Ruffian because I think he's at 45.
You want me to untarget it for you?
I was trying to move it and it won't let me.
Oh.
It's control and click, right?
Is it control click? Yeah, it is, right? Control click to target? All right. I want to put on the Redband Ruffian jibber jabber backgrounds because I enjoy their diatribe.
How do you get
All right,
your
so-
knife so sharp?
So I think they're all far away because they're all the ones out in the street, right? There's none in the building left that are alive.
So
correct?
you're invisible. So you can move without becoming visible. As soon as you take an action, he'll become visible. So he can move without incident, and you could ready him.
There is one still in the building.
Yeah, but I think it's farther than
Isn't
40
there one
feet.
in the building across the street?
Yeah, you saw the building across the street. You saw him pop into the building. All right. If you're talking, you can't hear you.
Damn it. Can I just move him there?
You sure can. He consider him moved. Do you want to ready him, or is he just done with his turn?
Well, I mean, I want to ready him, but he's not close enough to anybody.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's true. But if someone, so how ready works, just to, remind everybody. You could say, like, little Zippy's going to hang tight. If someone comes within melee distance of him, he's going to strike out. That would mean that he would get an attack even out of turn the moment someone was within melee range.
Oh, yeah. As soon as somebody comes close enough for him to stinger them, he's going to.
Awesome. Then end your turn.
Ended.
Tato.
Okay.
And you hear the ruffian saying, like, Tato, what kind of a name is Tato?
It's one that you're going to remember because it's going to be the last words you say. If I can just remember how to...
Well, then I won't remember it, will I? I'll be dead.
Yeah, well, your widow will remember it.
Widow.
What? Mom? Honey, I'm fighting. It's okay. What do you need, sweet?
You're a mom? How cute.
I don't think I did that right. I'm trying to put my short sword on them.
Yeah, you multi-targeted. Let me. There you go. So you're gonna move to them first and then use your short sword, or are you gonna try to use your short sword?
Yeah,
from
no,
there?
you're right. I am gonna move to them first.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like,
So
because you might miss from there.
Well, short sword can be thrown, right?
Yeah, it can be
Meet
thrown.
my child named Short Sword.
Hold on, but you've got another person also targeted. You have like the whole thing
no,
targeted.
I don't want that. What do I undo?
Hold on. There, I undid that one.
Thank you.
Okay, now you just have one.
And now I just roll my. What do I? Oh, I roll that.
You drag that onto the character. You drag the action
Sword,
onto the character.
right? Not the die.
Yeah,
Sorry, I don't know why I keep forgetting this every time we play.
It's every 2 weeks. You'll get the hang of it. My other group plays. They played 16 times, and they still ask me how I roll perception checks. So,
So now, how do I attack them?
Well, first let me put you in combat.
I can't hear you, Mark. You're muted. With the die. Like that. Okay. Yeah, meet my baby.
All right. So you did. You have a nice strong attack, almost a crit. With your your short sword. Missing left knee is not pleased. And you take him into critical condition.
Yes. And now
Not bad
I'm
for a
going
mom.
to also sprint away.
All right. So you can you're going to use your bonus to move, correct? Your bonus move to move.
Correct. And I'm going to move back by Nick. Okay.
Nice. That's my favorite line.
Has anybody told you like cheese?
Awesome. Now go ahead and end your turn by hitting the chevrons,
thank you.
the two greater thans.
Okay.
Fabia, you are up. I will allow that. You moved 10 feet.
Now I'm going to try to sink an arrow into the missing left knee guy.
All right.
You will try.
Ooh.
Not even close. Not even close.
So you know, the red bands are kind of enjoying this because yeah, you missed. This brings us to Karen.
Go, Karen.
Karen's, you know, she's covered with blood. I think in the last game she exploded somebody with her hammer or some shit. Like, it was not a good day for that ruffian.
Hey, wait a second.
All right, I'm gonna hit missing left knee here. Okay. Here we go.
No, you're not.
I will.
Missing left knee,
Missed the left knee.
side eyes you, and yells over like, you know.
Hey, with your thumb, kick this guy's ass.
All right, so end your turn, and this will bring us to the next person. Awesome. So where is Mr. Swept Soul Patch? Swept Soul Patch. You know that this extension I have that names things for me is quite funny. Where is Soul Patch?
It's handy though.
Does anyone see this? Oh. So you know, down the path, you guys see Mr. Soul Patch hop out of this building, and that's half his move, and then sort of disappear off screen. So he's heading out.
That's not good.
Nick.
So, I frantically come to, still on the ground, and I stand up, kind of shocked, having seen death twice. And I slowly stumble down to the edge of the steps.
Awesome. And as you do this, you hear, "We'll see you again soon, Nick. We'll see you again soon." As your god smiles down upon you. All right, so you went down the stairs.
And I shake that voice off, and I say, if you are all quite done, originally, I was going to have a little chat with you all. But since you guys are not interested in conversing, I guess I will just submit to violence. And I...
You've been dead twice, you know. Have to use your words, if you will.
Yes, but been almost dead is not the same as dead.
That's right.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, Nick. So it looks like you're targeting Mr. Missing Left Knee.
I can't hear you.
Attack with my Scorching Ray. And I just shake with frustration. And
Did anyone
scream.
else see that wizard just sort of light up a bit and that poof of smoke? What's he going on about?
So, yeah. So Nick's Scorching Ray didn't scorch much. If you have marshmallows in your pocket, they may be slightly toasted. Beyond that, I think it was a fail. All right, end your turn, sir.
turn ended.
Turn is ended. All right, where am I at here? All right. So you you guys sort of hear this muffled voice. You know, like,
Is it safe to come out yet? Is it safe?
Not quite safe.
so he's just gonna hang tight in his hiding spot. Skylar, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna. If I move into the doorway, can I shoot that guy with an arrow, Thomas?
If you move into the doorway. Oh, hold on. You mean the guy that the person you have targeted is not for realsies. Let me clear your targets. There you go.
Yeah, so if I target this guy here, and I move here, then I can shoot him with an arrow?
Well, you're in the same room with him. You can shoot him with an arrow from there if you want, but you're within melee range, so it might be a little weird.
Okay, I'll do melee then.
All right. I mean, I've never looked up the rule for what happens if you're literally next to someone and you try to raise your bow. It seems like that would be a complication.
You're at a I think at least a
disadvantage, right? Yeah.
Unless you have point blank shot.
Okay, so I basically just roll.
All right, roll away. All right, so you miss. Lump lives for another day. And this will take a moment and tell Alicia how good her hair looks. Nice job on the hairdo.
Thanks.
All right, Skylar, that ends your turn. You still have movement left if you want to move, or you want to hang where you are.
I'm gonna move the door, just so I can call out for help if I need it.
All right. I'm gonna pop you into the actual thing.
And maybe it'll bring. And maybe the reason why I want to do it is maybe he'll follow me out. I want to kind of see what he's up to.
All right. Cool. All right. So you are good to go. Your turn has ended unless you have anything else you want to add, or if you want to say anything to the party or yell, go for it.
I'm here, kicking this guy's butt. Maybe.
All right. This brings us to Withered Thumbs. Withered Thumbs. Withered Thumbs takes a look at Karen and pops over and hits with the short sword. Don't forget that he has multi-attack. So for his first hit, it's a miss. The second hit, it's also a miss. So he moved 5 feet. He's gonna back away. 5, 10, 20, 25. All right. Now we'll end his turn. So the Ruffians are starting to look a little worried, you guys. They're not quite sure what to do. If you remember, they don't know how all of this started, right? So these guys weren't in the pub. I think you've dispatched everyone who was in the pub. Knowing that.
Not the barmaid.
Well, the barmaid's in the pub though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So Stalwart sort of calls out like,
I love a good fight, and I only marginally mind seeing my colleagues laid out dead. Someone want to tell me why we're fighting? What's all this about?
and I guess he's met with silence.
You tell us. You're the ones that attacked us first.
We don't know.
Well,
He just came in looking for your boss. We had words for him.
For Glassstaff.
He owes us money.
Now hold on. I have a hard time believing that Glassstaff owes anyone money. He's not the kind of person to borrow to begin with.
It was a bet.
Well, then if that's the case, then why did you attack us?
No, I did not attack you. What I saw a group of you. When I came out, I saw a group of you attacking my friend. Right? So, what would you do in that position?
After they attacked us inside the saloon. So, are we cool? Are we gonna call a little truce here for a bit?
I'm willing to take a pause. I can't guarantee that I'm in it for the long haul, but I'm up for a conversation.
Who did your friend go run off to get?
How would I know?
Couldn't be stalling us.
He headed off down the path. Probably heading back home.
Where's home?
Now, you know that I'm, not likely to tell you where our home is. That would be giving away too much. I don't know you, and you killed my friend.
They kill themselves. They should have just minded their business.
Well, that's true for most people, I would say. Minding one's own business.
So I turn to Nick and I just say, "What do you want to do here?"
I think your friend needs help.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think if it's okay with you, I'll just take my leave at this point. I'll just walk away.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that.
But what would you rather I do? And you're gonna shoot like 5 feet.
Why don't you join us in the pub and let's have a little chat?
Well, that didn't work out well for my colleagues, did it? Now.
That was their fault. We can tell.
We're in an open space right now, and I feel like there's places to go, And while I think we will come out ahead if this comes back to fisticuffs, the last thing I'm going to do is be cornered into a pub. Like, I don't know what's waiting for me. You may have 10 more men on the other side of that door.
Could be. You never know. Same
Well, then
for
you're good
you.
as dead standing out here, aren't you?
Am I? Am I good as dead?
If we've got 10 more people inside.
I mean, friend.
What difference does it make?
Let's be frank. You'll not live long enough to know. So.
Okay. What's Karen doing during all of this? This has been a long chat.
Yeah, Karen's about to start smiting shit.
Yeah. So, look, the Red Brand gave you guys an opportunity to convince him that that something was on the up and up. So he's going to continue down the thing. So he's going to jet. 5,
Okay.
that's 15, 20, 25.
Your voice is still weird.
Oh well,
Counting all the steps.
frog in the throat. So yeah, he's heading down the path to the east, just like the other guy.
Yeah, they're going to get reinforcements.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop them.
What did you just do?
Cyrus, you're up. Who?
It was weird. I was moving my character, and then all of a sudden, like, everything shifted.
Oh, I ended the turn.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Hold on,
why
what's
is it
going on?
going to 40? I just...
remove it. Like it had like 50 checkboxes on it. Hey, did you guys realize that they put out an update to fix a bunch of stuff?
Awesome. Okay.
Bugs. Yeah.
Okay, so I start my quick chant, Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet, and I'm letting loose a whatchamacallit, a thing, a guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. All right. Guide that bolt.
Like that.
Dang, you hit on a 12. Yet I think we missed Karen on like an 18.
That bolt was guided well.
Right. Okay. Let's do some damage, shall we?
It's quite clear that you didn't want to talk.
Uh-oh. That guy's dead.
Not with him sassing us like that.
You did some decent damage. I mean, you did some decent damage.
He's not in any position to be sassing us. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I guess we're no longer chatting. Like that's my takeaway from this conversation.
You started walking away.
All right. So, you have any movement left? I think do you have 5 more feet or no?
I'm good where I am.
All right. You're up, Noodle.
Who wants to be healed? Okay.
Yes, please.
Well, I mean, you could be selfish and heal yourself.
I'm child.
Nick is bleeding out.
There we go.
Yeah,
Yes,
as I was
this is
talking
blood
to that
or
guy, I was like coughing up blood.
Cure wounds. Okay. See if I can do this by myself without.
Alright, no hints then.
To Michael.
Yes.
Jesus.
Hell yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
There you go. Oh, I gotta end my turn.
We're gonna miss you, Nick. We're gonna miss you, Nick.
Wait,
Who's saying that?
This is God. This is your God in your head. So, you don't step upon God's porch twice without a conversation. All right, so we're back to missing left knee.
Can missing left knee
So,
even do anything?
no, missing left knee is hurt really bad. So he's gonna jet. So he's gonna move, but that means that Karen has opportunity attack.
Yes.
So you can do a single melee, Karen. You can. I'm gonna move him, and then you can still just actually melee first, and I'll move him if he's still alive. But he's got to get out of here. Like he's not even gonna talk to you. Like he's missing his left knee.
Oh shit.
Well, shit.
Karen, a character of few words. Hopefully you're good with body language. So, Karen, you can go ahead and mute your mic for the rest of the night if you want. All right. So he's going to take his turn. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that ends his turn.
Oh my god, she can't talk?
That's correct.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what you get. Them's the rules. All right. So we have Limp, right? Like Limp's not exactly sure what's going on outside. He hears a bunch of hubbub, but he's not one to shy away from a battle because honestly, he hasn't seen the massacre that's out on the front porch. So he's gonna pop through the door, and boom, there's Skylar, right? And then also boom, here's his short sword. Miss number 1. What happened? And miss again. Because don't forget, he's rolling with a disadvantage. So, because he's been, if you remember correctly, poisoned.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Hence the disadvantage. So let's see, he's went his 5, 10. So he's going back out. Oh, you get an opportunity attack on this, Skylar. Because he's going to take the rest of his move. He's going to take the rest of his move. So you can do a melee attack against him as he runs away.
Okay. Like,
Look, the Ruffians have multi-attack, which is pretty kick-ass, but it's only melee. Like, they can only do melee, right? Which means if they ever move away from you,
Nice.
you get an attack of opportunity. Which you've hit. Roll the damage. Alright, so now he's going to take the rest of his move. So he's leaving a trail of blood. 5, 10, 15. Back where he was. Okay, so he's heading out the door. And he ends his turn. Little Zippy, who no one even knows exists. And I'll clear the target for you, Alicia. There you go. And you're
It's too far.
Little Zippy can fly 60 feet, right? Oh, 40 feet.
It says 40, yeah.
Yeah,
So
40.
he's going to attack Weathered Thumbs.
So he has to move there first, right? Does he have a ranged weapon?
Oh, he has to move there.
All right, move on in. Damn it! I should have moved one more square. Just one more square. All right. So he's no longer invisible. And of course, in true little Zippy fashion, it's a hit. He pops back into invisibility. So Withered Thumbs, like out of nowhere, just like has this burn, this burning sensation like crawling up his body, and it's not something he's experienced since he went to the party island in college. But that was a different kind of burn.
These guys went to college.
Well, they're ruffians. They're not idiots. Well, I guess they are kind of idiots. You know, maybe they went to a bad college, right? Anyway, so you know, he's suddenly like stinging and hurt and bleeding out and out of nowhere, and now there's this bat thing flapping its face, flapping in his face. Which brings us to the Tato.
Yeah. I don't think I can.
Yeah, you have right now. You have targeted missing left knee is 50 feet away.
Yeah, I don't want. How do I untarget him? I don't know how I ended up targeting him. Thank you.
I untarget it for you. You control click it.
Mm-hmm.
And that toggles it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to, but then at least the icon, at least the characters are moving this time like they're supposed to. Are you allowed to move 45 feet?
I don't think so. I don't know how that happened. Oh, and now it's saying 50.
Well, there. Start over.
Okay, there. I think I can move
25 feet.
25.
Yeah, you're a gnome.
I'm just gonna come up. I got little stuff.
Oh, you're a halfling. Yeah. That's right. Not a gnome. You have little footios.
Okay.
All right. So you've done your move. And are you going to attack, or are you good to go?
I am going to. This dude with my short. Oh wait, I need to do that. Oh wait, I didn't. Sorry.
You need to attack something, not just. You have to drag it onto the character.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Eek, eek. Okay, there we go. Ah!
Yeah, that's a much crappier attack than the last one that you had. So it's a miss. You fumble with your weapon. Not much comes to bear.
Bummer.
Alrighty. And you've moved your entire move, so all there is left is but to change, end your turn. Fabia.
So I'm still gonna go after that same guy, but I'm gonna come out a little bit.
Right.
So I can see him better.
If you come there, you will not have line of sight. See how you'll hit a post? So you don't have line of sight anymore, Fabia. Now, you still do not have line of sight. Why don't we? Let's try this again. Let's put you back here. Okay. Now, do you want to try a different move?
For us.
What about if you're just at the foot of the stairs? And you could shoot between those posts at him?
Alright.
Maybe? There we go.
Ooh, I'll give it to you. That is the math. You know, Cliff, you can't talk as part of your character, but you can still talk. Okay. Although it does, I kind of wish we had these fumbles in actual work meetings, because it'd be cool. Like, oh man, you guys, I can't talk for the rest of the meeting. Damn it. All right, so you've squared up. You've found your shot. Oh, holy crap! All right. So your AC increases by 2 for the remainder of the encounter. So let me open up your character sheet.
Ooh.
leave a mark.
I feel a rush of wind cross my face.
Wow. So yeah, so like Nick, Nick, he's back to life and thinking like he's like, I've got to be careful going forward. And then like no sooner does he think that than like an arrow flies like legit right in front of him, past a pole, past another pole, and explodes the head of poor missing left knee. And honestly, missing left knee, all missing left, he just wanted to go home. He just was like, I don't know why we're fighting. I just got to get out of here. so he's been dispatched, and with that stalwart, calls out to you.
I am totally up for a talk. If that's still on the table, I'm up for a chat. What do you want to know?
All right, Fabio, you can still move, or end your turn. All right, Karen is up. Crap. Karen's within.
Talk to this.
Well, seeing as how Karen can't talk.
Oh, crap.
Okay. I'm not going to talk. What are you talking about?
I can only assume that what's about to transpire is...
Yeah, so Karen, you see Karen just sort of like, with like, just doesn't hurry. Karen just slowly walks towards this guy, and he starts to tremble.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, you are vulnerable, my friend.
No.
Wow.
And yeah. Hold on a second. I have to look up vulnerable. Vul. All right, we're good. We're good to go. Okay. Yeah. So Karen like just slowly like tromps over, like a sudden mute, raises her hammer, and doesn't even come close, and gets this sort of glazed look in her eye. She's open for some damage, it seems. This guy's like,
I have no words, but thank you so much.
all right, Karen, you still have some movement left if you want to move.
Run away!
Otherwise, either move or end your turn. Oh crap! All right, Nick, you're up.
All right. So after all of just witnessing everything that's happening around me, I look at Stalwart, and I pretty much say, "You had your chance to chat. This was all started by you guys wanting to just take our money rather than have a little chat in our bar. So we're past that."
Yeah, but I didn't know that, did I? I didn't know that. I was sleeping. I come out of this little house here, and next thing I know, you guys are killing all my friends. I didn't know that.
As he's talking, I ignore all of it and reach into my pocket and
Give him the balls.
Say it.
Oh my god.
I'm out.
Yep.
Good old Bolton balls. Woo!
All right, so you've prepped your balls. So.
And I roll for damage.
And you hit yourself.
Oh no!
Wait, I have him targeted.
Nick.
On my screen, I have
Do
him
you
targeted.
miss me, Nick? Why the self-harm, Nick?
He does have them targeted.
Rule.
Yeah, but you, where did you roll?
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, no, you rolled, but you rolled a 20. But I think the default target for that is a spell, right? So it's self, right? Or am I wrong?
No, the default.
I'm a heal you up, Nick.
Yeah.
All right, let's try this again. So that was a mistake. Drag it onto the character.
Okay.
I know you're supposed to be able to target and roll, but like, let's be frank, you guys, that works like half the time. So just drag it onto the characters.
Okay.
I mean, the person you're trying to hit.
Yeah.
Right. Fucking damn it.
Yeah. So sorry, you miss. All right. And you hear the Redband. He's like, you piece of. I don't know what to tell you, but the other one. So, sorry, I have a censor button now, you guys.
Very nice.
All right, Nick, end your turn, pal. Unless you want to move. All right, it is Dynamite Lavender Helmet. That should be a band. So, you hear Dynamite Lavender Helmet muttering under his breath.
I can't believe this place has one door. One goddamn door.
And with that, he pops out, and you start to see him sort of head around the building. All right. And he's just going to ready himself. Like, he's running away, but he's ready. So anyone comes within, melee distance, he gets an attack. All right, Skylar.
Nice. Move over. I scream to the bartender, pour me a beer. I'll be back. And then I run into the room.
Your credit's no good here.
And accept. Did you mean to move backwards like that?
No.
All right, so I'll put you back where you were. Ah. There you go.
So I'm
now you're back.
I raise my great sword.
Yes.
And you hit. I thought it was a 3 for a second. I truly thought that Lump. Because let's face it, you guys. Lump's, he's an okay guy.
And then
He's
I
a good
take the
name.
sword.
Yeah, do it.
And then I bring it down on him, thinking of my beer. Oh, and
Nice.
blood splatters all across the wall.
Nice.
Can I still move to my beer now?
You can. You can absolutely move to your beer. So you can move the rest of your turn.
Where's my beer?
And and she says,
I told you, no credit. But if you want a beer, here's my menu. So next to you should be a pin, and if you click that pin, it brings up the menu for the Sleeping Giants, which includes.
I put my bloody sword on the bar. And I give her money for beer.
So, she hands you a beer. You're down 2 silver pieces. And you can kick back and relax.
Get in here, Thomas.
"Oh, I'm sorry."
I said, here's your goddamn beer. Give me my 2 silver.
Guys, I have to. Someone just say your voice is fucked up, man. Like, come on, come to a break. I've tried to mitigate. I've tried to reduce the number of voices I do because I do them so poorly. All right, Withered Thumbs is up. Withered Thumbs. Withered Thumbs. All right, let's see here. Wrong one.
bloody aces again. Oh, you cheated again. I don't like it when you cheat.
Luther Thumbs leaves. But guess what, you guys?
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity for Karen and for Little Zippy. So go ahead and roll your melee. Just do it from there. I'll put him back, but roll melee against both. Whoever wants to go first. Like maybe Little Zippy want to go first. Just roll
Sure.
melee against him. Yeah. God damn it. And as Withered Thumbs crumples into a heap of dead, he simply says,
I offered to talk, and I would have shared our hideout.
Lies.
Wait, he didn't say anything. It was his friend.
"Oh, that's true." Like, they all look alike to me, you guys. They all look alike. I'm a red brand racist, I guess. So.
Are they still trying to talk?
Oh.
No, he's done. His turn is over. My bad. I was marveling in the heap of dead.
If we can take one alive, that might be helpful.
Yeah.
So Stalwart's out. He's gonna beeline for where as far as he can get, as quickly as he can get. All right, and he's gonna ready himself. If anyone makes a move on him, he gets an attack.
Oh, it is me. Look at that. All right, Stalwart.
Nice puppy.
Prepare to meet the guiding bolt. I've got one spell slot left.
You are really close to Tato, dude.
Okay.
I mean, I'm cool with that. Like, it would make it interesting.
I'm short.
I'm sure D&D has ended more than one marriage. I mean, we all remember early on when Nick was tackled by Fabia, right?
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, you're good to go.
Lorem ipsum sit dolorem et.
See, the problem was your casting lacked conviction.
True.
All right, so you still have some move left if you want it. Otherwise, you do you.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. Good to go.
All right.
Noodle.
Yeah. There's not much I can do from there. So we do.
You can join. You can join Skylar for a beer.
You can hear the crazy one too.
Yeah.
We do want to talk to one, right? Or do we know which one we're aiming for?
Up to you.
The one that.
The living
Which one?
one.
'Cause What's that?
I think the living one. There's only 2 alive now,
Yep.
Yeah.
except for the one that ran away.
Or dynamite. Which way? I'm gonna kind of try to flank. Maybe. I don't know.
And while Noodle's taking her turn, you should have had a menu pop up next to you, Steven. Can you go ahead and pay your tab?
Yes.
Where can I go?
It's tip.
I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you click it. It opens up the Sleeping Giant menu with selections like Bug Light beer, sherry wine, gobtini, some head cheese now with extra head. My favorite, You Be Dead bread.
Very nice.
All right. All right. So Noodle, you are doing what?
It's just okay there. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move because I want to try to. So.
All right.
Am I moving right now?
I could use a heal. If you're looking to heal someone, I could use a heal.
Yeah. Not the bottom of my foot. Heal.
Nice smack talk. Nice smack talk from the healer. All right.
That's it. Oh, let me end my turn. Nothing useless or useful.
Little Zippy. And like Stalwart's hoping, above all hope, that Little Zippy can't get close enough for a melee attack.
Bloody aces again. Oh, you cheating again. I don't like it when you cheat.
Little Zippy can't get. So Little Zippy's just gonna come this way.
All right, so that's 20 feet. And you know, like you hear, you know, Lavender Helmet be like,
Oh crap.
all right, Tato. You say Tato, I say, well, I also say Tato.
I'm gonna move as far as I can. I'm 25, right?
Well, you don't look a day over 15, but yeah.
Oh, well, can I sprint or dash or
dash?
whatever?
You mean dash? Yeah, that's your action though. You can go twice your distance. I'll cancel that. You can go twice your distance, but that's your action.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Dash away, dash away, dash away, Tato.
Actually, I'm just gonna go right here.
All right, you still have 5 feet.
I'm not gonna take it. I just don't want him to get too far away.
Awesome, Fabia. Fabia may want to disable push to talk because she never pushes to talk. Or she's just thinking but not out loud. Anyone else not hearing Alicia, or is it just me?
No, she's muted.
Hey, you remember that phrase, Cliff, back in your design days? I need you to, think out loud. Tell me what you're doing. Sort of get in your own head and describe it to me. Yeah, you're just clicking around on the screen. Can you help us understand sort of what you're thinking as you're clicking on stuff? For those who don't know, Cliff is cheating on design with product right now.
Hey,
Are
Thomas,
how do
you find that menu again? I can't find it.
Oh, you didn't? Do you not see a little pin?
Oh.
What?
Wait, hold on.
What are we pinning?
Who attacked? Fabia attacked? Oh, she missed. Sorry, Fabia. You can still use the rest of your move. You're not seeing the Sleeping Giant menu?
No.
Well, I don't understand.
Does it show up as an image?
How about now?
I see a pin now.
I had to make it visible.
Can you hear us now? Hello?
I hear you. Hello.
Yeah.
Lavoine.
Question: what is this pin, and do I have to worry about it? Because I don't.
Oh, the green pin is the
course,
menu
I'm not
for the tab. It's the menu for the tavern. So all shops, all places you can buy stuff have a pin.
Oh, I see
Oh,
the green pin. It's like a location on your maps.
Yeah, but if you click it, it'll pop up in like an inventory. So like this one has things like the Ye Old Fashioned, or Meat Bits, or Wolflaroni Pizza.
It's not clickable. It's just sort of.
You can't click it?
It the hand shows up like we can like interact with it, but when we click it, nothing happens.
Oh, weird. Well, I'll figure it out some other time. You guys have used it before. Remember back in the day, back when you were in the Defiance of Flan, back in the Spanky days. Been a long time. You guys went downstairs and you went to a shop and bought stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It just doesn't seem to work now. Yay! I'll talk to the plugin owner. I helped him with it. So
nice.
All right. Next, who's moving 70 feet? Who is this?
Oh, that's me. I don't know why it's like that.
All right. So Fabio, you need to either end your turn or finish your move or make an action. Oh wait, you already took your action. All right, that's the rest of your move. That ends your turn. This brings us to Karen. Like a bad fart, silent but deadly. Yeah, it's an homage to my dad.
The first person I thought of.
Yeah, you did. Did you also think Secret Sam?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
My dad would call a fart that you don't hear but you smell a Secret Sam.
Oh my god.
And they were horrible. Because, you know, when you drink, they're even worse. So.
That's hilarious. Secret
All right.
Sam. I'm using
All
that.
right, Karen, cannot attack when out of ammo, Karen.
What? It says I have 2. Weird. Okay. Well, I'll throw a javelin.
Yeah, you only have 2 hand axes, and you've used 2 of them. You'll throw a javelin, so so Stalwart sees this javelin like right into the side of the the building next to him. I truly wish I had a sound effect for that, but unfortunately I do not. All right, so you can still move unless you want to pass the baton to Nick.
Okay. Internally furious, I reach into my pocket and grab one more chrome orb, and I just stare at it longingly, just hoping and praying that this will meet its target correctly, as I had wanted the previous one to do. I'm still staring at it. I'm just looking at it. Just please, God.
All right.
And I roll it onto Stalwart.
And and the voice in your head says, "Nice work, Nick. Nice work."
And I'm just, oh, thank God.
Were these your balls? Tell me they were your balls.
Oh, God. Yes. They were my balls.
Oh. The Stalwart, man, he is hurt. You did 6 points of damage. Could have been better. Could have been worse. But Stalwart, he knows what's what from you now. He shan't make fun of your 3 near deaths. All right, Nick. Either make your move, or move the rest of your turn, or you move the rest of your distance, or change end your turn. Nick, are you going to end your turn, or should I? Oh, sorry, my bad. It was my bad. I didn't see that you were running. All right. So we're going to just go ahead and do a move. And you see, or you don't see, the Redband Ruffian lavender helmet. Again, in the same direction as everyone else, but sort of slightly around these cabins. You see them, bloop, disappear.
Okay.
All right, and that ends their turn. So, guys.
All right. Well, I finished my beer. I wipe my face, and I think, should I go help these people? And I say, why not? So I walk out of the thing.
Like it.
Come again, lad. Come again.
Yeah. And then I go, who wants a beer? Because I can't do anything. I don't think I can hit anyone, right?
You know, you couldn't hit anyone from there. How many beers did you have? Do I need to make you intoxicated?
Just one.
Okay. All right. Keeping track of that. Yeah, so you can either move the rest of your turn or end it. All right, so Stalwart, Stalwart is like, the hell with this. So he's no longer going to do this ready thing. He's going to get as far away from you guys as he can. So he's going to dash. Where's my measuring tool? Damn it. There it is. So he can move twice his distance, which takes him to here. Boom.
See ya. Glassstaff's gonna kill you all.
I think he's gonna die because someone will shoot him with an arrow.
And that is the end of his turn.
Warden, it's time for Cyrus Beam. Let's see.
What happened to that one that was down by Little Zippy? Did we?
He ran around the.
He ran away. The only one that you're aware of is you know there was another one up in the house to the right. You guys knew this because of perception check, because you knew which houses they had one in. He hasn't come out yet, but you know he's there. So I should just make him. I'll make his character visible, but he's not engaged.
Not yet.
He stayed in the house.
Now we're just dating. Can
That was a fumble. That was a one.
Can you approve my move, Tommy?
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I had not panned over there. 15 feet. Wow, that's 135 feet. Can you fire that far?
I can do 120.
You need to move a little farther then.
Yep.
God damn it.
Get him.
Okay, this time.
It's not too late to talk. It's not too late to talk.
Laura Nipson.
You are running away.
Dollar Sitamet. Kaboom. Please.
Yes!
Much better. Much better.
Uh-oh.
I have no words. All I have to say is,
Fuck.
and then he crumples into
fine.
death. All right, so you guys are out of visible combat. You know there's a ruffian that ran away. No, two ruffians that ran away. They headed to the east. You know there's a ruffian in this house.
I need to interrogate him.
And that's about it. I'll let you guys move out of turn because you're not officially in combat anymore. This guy's not engaging with you. You're not engaging with him. If you do some sort of act of aggression, you will not get advantage. But the next one who could go would be Noodle. I just advanced your turn, Mark.
Nice.
Or I'm sorry, Cyrus. It would be Noodle. But you guys are sort of like out of combat mode at this point.
Yeah.
And we need to sort of figure out what you want to do next.
Well, I have a clarifying question.
Clarify
so
what?
when Lavender, whatever, went behind the building there, and is there some secret door or thing?
No, he just ran. He just ran
Or he just
around
ran
around the cabins to the east. Everyone was heading to the east.
Okay, so
And
all right.
yeah, and if you pull up your map of Phandelver, or I'm sorry, of Phandalin,
Yeah.
and you look to the east, you guys are at the Sleeping Giant.
Okay. So just
Right. So on that map, if you look, you can sort of see that he sort of went around those cabins to the east. The other guy was heading down the path.
Okay.
And good to go.
I say we try and get that guy that's in the other house to talk and tell us, because those other guys are going to come back, and we want to know how many. We want to know where their leaders are. We want information.
Yep.
Agreed.
Who's a good interrogator? No one takes me seriously. I'm too tiny. Or is there any way that we can like? Oh, my watch is talking to me. Or maybe there's a way we can like make him talk or tie him up with magic. What do you guys have?
I'm looking.
Karen can't do anything.
Oh, Karen can talk now, right? Because we're out of
Well, she
combat.
can do
Isn't that
good.
right?
It's till midnight.
Oh, it's till midnight. Maybe someone should ask what time it is.
What time is it? It's 12:01.
Well, let me look.
Abilities.
And we're gonna loot,
So-
of course. I'm gonna go pick up my arrows.
Alright.
Arrow.
I'm having over this.
Yeah, can we just yell for this dummy to come out?
Yeah.
You can.
Let's
Is
talk.
there a, in the, I'm gonna head around the back though.
Who's gonna do the talking before we actually have to talk? Because we do a lot of just standing around silently.
Yeah, and I
Actually,
threw-
let's get some like vantage points so that we make sure that all the exits are covered in the door, or of this house.
Okay, I'm gonna start yelling to our friend. Say, listen, friend, you don't have to die. We can just talk.
Can I go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I really don't want to die.
Oops. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Hold on, let me approve all these moves. A whole
Somebody
lot of
come
moving
over
going
here.
on.
I'm not strong. What are we looking for? Charisma or?
I don't know. It looks like Skylar's heading back to the bar.
Another round, lad. Another round.
Yeah, would that be persuasion or what
I've
would
got
be
pretty
a?
good persuasion. I've got +4.
All right, so
Yeah.
so he's like,
Why don't you send one of you in to talk?
Here, listen, friend. Here, I'll talk with you. That's
No
my-
funny business. No funny business.
Okay. All right.
Well, this was this time when there was like 5 of them and they were gonna jump on me.
All right, so you're in.
Listen.
so you're in with this guy. You're in this place. You guys he can hear that the rest of the party is sort of surrounding the cabin.
Yeah,
He's not super stoked about it.
Listen, friend. Don't try to run. It won't end well for you. We don't need to kill you. All we want is some information.
All right. What would you like to know?
So, where is everyone running to? Where's your base of operations?
Well, look, I don't want to die. But if I, I also don't want Glassstaff to kill me.
Glasscow, he'll never know.
I don't believe it.
Why should I believe you?
4 bloody aces again.
So roll a persuasion check, Mark.
You really don't have a choice here, friend.
Yeah, so roll a persuasion check to see if he believes you out of hand or or out of fear. And I put your weather forecast in the chat window in case you guys cared.
Thank you.
And you are pushing up against midnight. If you remember, like you've been there the entire day, you fought an entire battle.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So he's like,
You know, I never really wanted to follow Glassstaff. He doesn't give you much of a choice, and when you're an orphan with, a bad history, there's not many options for you.
I know how it is, friend. I know how it is.
Do tell.
so-
What's your story? Do tell.
It's not important right now. What's important is that you tell me where the rest of you are, and so I would recommend that you leave town and not go see those guys, because I think we're going to eliminate the rest of them. I would like you to, I would, if I were you, I would plan on not associating with them anymore.
If I'm being honest, that's probably the best thing that could happen to this town.
Okay. So how can so where do we find the rest of the red bands?
Isn't it obvious? Do you know nothing of the area? If you head to the east, there's but one building left.
Is it the Tressender Manor?
It is. It is. What's left of it. And as you know, it is fallen into disrepair. But yeah. Now, to be fair, it's not exactly the manor itself. And then you sort of
go
He
on.
Sort of trails off a little bit. Still looking a little uneasy, right? Because he feels like you're gonna kill him. Glassstaff's gonna kill him. Yeah.
Here, shall we go get a beer?
I could do with a beer. I could do with a couple of coins as well to make my departure easier.
Yeah, we can do that. As long as you let me know how many are the rest of you? How many other red bands are there?
Oh, that's tough. Well, how many have you killed?
All but one? 9?
Well, so you've taken care of about a third of us, give or take. Now they may or may not be at the hideout, because we do things. We drink, we cuss, we drink.
You do community service projects. Sorry.
Oh yeah, if by community service you mean beating up people. Yeah, we collect what's owed to Glassstaff, right? And these shopkeepers, they don't always part willingly.
Right.
If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. So
I liked that bit. That was my favorite bit.
No. So is what is his name? Glassstaff?
Glassstaff.
Yeah.
Because he has a glass staff. It's a staff made of glass. It's quite literal.
Is he a wizard?
He's he's a human wizard. He's done some nasty things. Now look, he's bad, but I wouldn't say he's evil, right? He just seems to like power.
He just makes a lot of bad choices.
I mean, like to be fair, while we're not a group of thugs for the fun of it. This is a gig. We get paid.
Yeah, everyone's following orders. Okay. Well, tell you what. Now, does he stay at the manor?
In a manner of speaking, he stays at the manor.
Under the manor?
Ah, have you been there?
I'm not. I'm assuming that there might be some.
Yeah, we could really stay in the manor. And once you go, you'll see you can't really stay in the manor. There's not much manor to stay in.
Gotcha.
How do you get under the manor? Whispering.
I didn't catch that what you said, Chrissy.
How do you get in? It was for me anyway. Yeah.
Well, I mean, look, you. Okay, so you go to the manor, right? And you sort of head towards the back kitchen, and in the kitchen, you might find a cellar door. That's one of the ways to get in.
Okay. What else? Where else is there? What's the sneakiest way to get in or out?
Well, there is, all ways are sneaky, aren't they? I mean, if they don't expect you.
Which would they be least least likely to expect?
Well, I mean, let's be frank. I mean, while, it's not like you guys, that you guys, like, touched us and we died. We put on quite the fight, right? So...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys were terrifying.
Yeah, there you go. See? But these townspeople, they don't come within 100 yards of the manor. Like, it's not like we have to have guard.
Oh, okay. Well, great. That's awesome. Okay. Can you let's walk over to the inn and we'll get you a beer. Do you have Do you have all of your things?
Yeah, I have what's on me.
All right. So I'm gonna.
You heading into the tavern?
Yes.
All right. So like he steps out the door, like, and this is the first time he's seen what's out here, and he just turns white. Right? Because, he's like... There's
lump, and there's middle finger, and there's missing left knee. What? Oh my God, what have you done?
We're just finishing what they started.
Yep. Spared you, don't forget.
It's no better in here! Oh my God! Why did you bring me here? You made your point. I was sharing with you. I didn't need to see this.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We haven't cleaned up yet. Bartender, get this man a couple of beers.
Actually, Tom, because since we totally destroyed the bar.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay the bartender.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, well, she was getting to that, but she did want to let you know.
She has a wolfenberry pizza. She has some Mountain Dew. She has a Goldini, some cherry wine. We also sell casks of wine if you're having a party.
That's great. Not at the moment though. Let's just have some beers.
All right. So.
Do you have lemonade?
What are you, a child?
Or
yeah,
a
they don't
glass
have.
of milk?
They don't have lemonade or milk. It's a tap house, and their primary it was the Ruffians. This is sort of their place to hang.
Okay, so I'm gonna give what's his name? Mammoth? Is his name?
Yeah, his name is Mammoth.
Mammoth here. So I'm gonna give him 20 gold pieces.
All right.
And so this should see you on your way.
That'll do. Can I leave now?
Yeah. You can. Sure.
Let's
Okay.
him not go to the east.
All right. So with that, Mammoth, where is he at? He will disappear from your combat tracker. Bleep bloop. And he is now gone. So you guys are left with, you guys were left with a bunch of corpses. They've dropped their crap. So if anyone wants to loot, have at it.
Let's loot.
Loot.
How do you loot?
Double click a bag, and then it's easiest just to click the two little chevrons and say add to the party sheet. I can do it for you if you want. It's up to you guys. Are you gonna loot everybody? Because we can just we can divide and conquer. I can just loot this guy. He had a crossbow, some gloves, a pipe, a quill, a short sword. You got this guy, minuscule middle finger. Oh, lo and behold, he had roughly the same stuff. There's a theme here. These red rands are all pretty much outfitted the same.
They have no money?
No, they have money. They've this guy had 80 gold.
Yeah, let's take gold.
Wow, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, it is.
He must have been the bad guy.
We should have had Mammoth loot one of his buddies. Could have saved
Oh,
us.
that would be. How cruel are you, Nick? You think
I'm not.
people come back from death better people, not worse people? Well, normally. I've known a few. Alrighty. And we got that going. And I believe we have now looted... Oh, wait, one more. We don't want to forget Lump. Lump had some gloves and a quill. Alright, you're good to go. Yeah, they were human. You know, they probably wrote poetry and letters home to the family and whatever.
Oh, don't make us feel bad. They were...
What am I supposed to do with all these corpses?
Thank you.
You're not leaving them here.
That's what the gold is for.
I've got no gold.
We must have an undertaker in this town.
How much should we give her, guys?
Give her 20.
You're gonna give her 20 gold?
Is that per gold? Is that per gold?
Well, we just stole 80. She should get a quarter at least.
So, yeah, you guys have somehow like 1,000 gold pieces. Oh, because we played. This is not your first. This is not your first adventure, right?
Yeah.
So you've got a good amount of gold. And you guys are smart enough to know that while she may run a seedy establishment, it's probably not going to do you any favors to piss off the town. If they find out that you kill people and leave bodies laying around, that's not going to end well for you.
Right.
True.
I mean, what's she going to do? Fight you? No.
On the other hand, they are Redbands who are terrifying the whole town.
Right. Exactly. So we may be considered champions.
So yeah, we'll do what we can to clean up here. Is there a?
If you give me 60 gold, and I'll get one of Bolton's. From the provision shop, I'll get one of his kids. Yeah, to bring a wagon over and load these guys up, right? And for an extra 10, we'll parade them through town and tell the tale of the heroes that have rid the town of many renderings.
Have you seen Weekend at Bernie's? Maybe we could do a little.
Oh yeah. Actually, let me get a good look at one of these guys so that I can disguise self, because I have disguised self.
And Skylar, you've been drinking in there. She gives you the eye, right? And you realize for an extra 5, you can take her into the back room.
Well, you don't know what she looks like.
Zoom in on her. She's on the screen.
She is.
Hello.
Here I am. I'm drunk.
She's got a reload.
Better off.
I gotta get some fresh air.
Okay.
All right.
So let's toss 80 gold her way.
Yeah.
Can we take that out of the party inventory?
Yeah, let me do that for you.
I said give her 40.
Nah, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to seem like a cheapskate to a potential champion of us.
Right.
And it's party week for service workers as well.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Remove coins. Right there. And it brings it down to... You said 80, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go.
Oops. I didn't type fast enough, and I removed all your gold for a second. All right. And so with that, she's like,
All right, I'll take care of the bodies. Anything else before you leave?
What can you tell us about this glass staff? Have you ever seen him in here?
So Gustav, he doesn't come into town. I've not seen him. I've just heard rumors.
What rumors have you heard?
Well, that he, look, in our town master, he's an empty promise of a leader, which is why we sort of run the town collectively. Glassstaff saw his opportunity, gathered some folks, and built a little protection business for himself. Right? He operates out of the manor, up the road there.
Okay.
Is there anybody in the town council that may potentially be swayed by him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking for him.
Funny you should ask. Yeah, absolutely. Look, it's power, right? So have you talked to Halia? Right?
No.
Alia?
Yeah, Polly. So she runs the miners' exchange. It's the east. It's the east side of town. Yeah. Yeah. She's no good. She's no good. If she had her way, she'd be running the Ruffians.
And who's the most against them?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Huss. What?
So who's been the most outspoken against the Ruffians?
Well, I mean, we all are, really. I mean, they were my bread and butter, don't get me wrong. But, collectively, we're trying to bring this town back. We're bringing it back from ruin. Right? Would I have rather had, upstanding citizens? Yes. But, Redband claims as good as the next.
Well, all right.
Is there anybody Glassstaff has in his pocket, so to speak, on the council?
No, you're overstating it. It's not so much a council, right? It's just a group of us. But the sheriff he's done nothing. Nothing about it to help with any of this. Have you met him?
No, I can't say we have.
Yeah. He might know more, right? Because he's supposed to be keeping us safe. His name's Harbin Wester, right? Yeah, he's over at the townmaster's home. Right? Well, probably right now it's almost midnight. So.
Four bloody aces again.
I got a call last call here. So if you need anything else, come back some other day. But yeah, I feel like we're good to go. I'll get rid of the bodies. And you guys come back and visit me when you like some pizza or a beer.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we should head outside, head back to the inn or something. So I guess I'm just thinking
I'm sorry. Should we do a quick search of those Redband buildings?
You want to investigate them?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So there are. Looking.
Hey, Thomas.
There we go. Yeah.
Did we get XP too or not?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to roll that up. So yeah, there's the pub and 4 buildings. You want to roll 4 investigation checks?
Sure.
And you guys, you don't literally have to move. Like we can do some theater of the mind.
We roll into the window or onto the map?
Into the window.
You do the window with it's a skill, and it's on your skills chat. Are you guys all going to the same house?
Jesus Christ.
All right, so we've got 1, 2.
Am I rolling?
Avia with the
with the
Sherlock Holmes skills.
Right.
Oh yeah, you got a nat, or you got a 20. Yeah, not a nat, but a 20. Yeah. So look, you guys, you search around. Oh, go ahead.
Nothing.
I'm sorry, I missed it. So you guys talk to the barkeep and ask if hey, can we check the some of the buildings out? And she's like, yeah, knock yourself out, right? What you take away is that it's largely ruffians, right? Just from the sort of the state of affairs, not very taken care of. There's nothing super interesting. It doesn't look like they live there. It looks like they just sort of hang out there. Maybe maybe do some questionable activities. Maybe this is where they come to count their money. But yeah, nothing. You don't see anything that's that gives away too much.
I just wanted to make sure there was nobody hiding.
So let's give you guys some XP.
All right.
So let's see here. Flip-la. Add counter add. Share maps. Add counter to the party sheet. Add encounter to the party sheet, and we go to XP. And here it is. So you'd get it was a deadly encounter worth 1,200 XP.
Whoa.
And it has now been awarded. So that got you each an additional 150 XP. Nice word. So nice. And we have a little bit more time to play, so I think we can maybe figure out what you guys want to do next. So you're in town. Let's unshare this map and get you guys back into the map. So you guys should be seeing the Phandalin map, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. So the world is your oyster. Off to the east is Trensler Manor. You have a little insight into sort of the what's what there. You have not exhausted all of the conversations at Stonehill Inn. You guys barely talked to anybody there. You've now heard that there may be something with the townmaster, or maybe maybe a little darkness happening over at the Miners' Exchange. You're, for the most part, a very healthy group. You could take a long rest until morning, back at the inn, and then maybe make your next move, and then we'll call it a night tonight.
Assume that people be sleeping at this point, and I use
you have rooms at the Stonehill Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should go back to the inn and do a long rest.
Yes.
All right. So we don't literally have to move you guys there unless you want to spend time at the Stonehill Inn. What I'll do is I'll give you guys a long rest. It's a safe place to have a rest, so no need to keep watch. Long rest coming.
And I think we need to kind of plan a little bit of.
I wonder if it's your keyboard.
So you are all healed up, you guys. Anyone who was hurt was hurt. In your actions tab, you can reset your spell slots. Reset your ammo, unless maybe it did it for you. Can't remember.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
It did.
Yeah, so you're all back. You should be back to normal, right?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Karen, you can talk.
Does the solid circle mean that is one, or that's a missing one?
That means it's not been fired. So think of it like a checkbox. Like when you fill it in, it's been used. So you should see a bunch of empty circles.
Okay.
No, I don't. I need to collect my arrows.
Oh, let me see, Fabia.
We should try and figure out if we have any anti-magic stuff, like silent.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
You're in town. Yeah, you're in town, Fabia. You can go ahead and restock your arrows. So I heard talks of magics.
Okay. Oh, you know that jade statue that we have in our inventory?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to do a detect magic on it.
So are you taking it out of the party inventory and
Yeah.
because that was, where was that? The jade statue.
Wasn't there some weird bronze thing too? Like a bronze orb?
A jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes.
And what does the bronze thing look like?
The bronze thing. What's the bronze? You mean on the jade statue?
Isn't there like a bronze orb or something?
Well, there's tiny golden orbs for eyes in the jade statue. Is there another orb someplace?
I thought there was. I can't find where's the.
Now you guys collected an orb as a reward in Flung, remember? As part of the you were collecting orbs as you did things there. You hadn't figured out what to use them for, but
Oh, maybe that's what I saw.
I'm excited about going to the town master hall. Wasn't there some shadiness going on there?
well, you don't know. You know that the sheriff doesn't seem to be effective, and didn't really do anything to deal with the Redband Ruffians.
Well, we just killed a bunch of people. Maybe we can go talk to him about it. Or
Yeah,
you'll get.
Yeah, a brass orb etched with strange runes.
So you need to find someone who would know about magical stuff. And as of right now, what's that?
I have detect magic as my trickster. And that was one of the spells that I.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, I think so.
Because if it's a cantrip, we'll let you detect magic on it.
I don't know offhand.
It's a level 1, I think.
So I know I think I have both. Well, does anyone else have detect magic?
I do. Here,
I have it, but I would have to prepare it.
All right. Well, this is a long sound effect. Holy crap! It goes to 11. It just keeps going, going.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Please end. All right, so yeah, so you grab this brass orb and you do detect magic on it, and it you hear all this fanfare, and you sort of see the ruins sort of like sparkle and flicker, and it feels a little tingly in your grasp. But you have no idea why or what it means. But there does seem to be something magical about it.
Hey guys, something magical about this.
Maybe there's more of a story. There's more of a story to tell here. DM is taking a note. Brass orb. Now you found some treasure in the Cragmacaw caverns, right? And if you remember back in Clarg, so Clarg had some treasure that didn't belong to him. It belonged to someone in town. Does anyone recall who? That may have been lost in the blood fury that you guys experienced.
Quite
It's
possibly.
not the stuff we returned.
No, so you delivered. You had your delivery, but you also found some. You found some missing stuff that belonged to somebody.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what that stuff was. I think. Is there like a bag, trophy, water skin, thieves tool, short swords? Yeah, look in your inventory and see if anyone has like a bag or. Well, here's a bag.
I see 9 bags, but
you get a lot of bags, a lot of bags. Well, I'll look into it. So what do you guys want to do next? You guys want to see someone in town? You want to head out to the manor?
To do.
The world is your oyster. Like, let's get you on your way, and then we'll round out tonight.
Sounds great.
I'm curious to talk to some more people, but I just don't know if we want to do that first before we go take down Glassstaff or not. And before we do Glassstaff, we should definitely come up with a plan of some sort.
I'd like to talk to some more people before we head out for sure.
I'm curious about Sister Garackle.
I was thinking about this Halia character too.
Uh-huh.
Maybe there's a way that if she wants to run the Ruffians, maybe there's a way that we can kind of get her on our side for a second to maybe get with Glassstaff.
Is she at the miners' exchange? Where was she?
Yes.
But the issue with this is that anybody that we talk to could potentially know who I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
we should stay at the end.
Well, I think you might be overthinking that a little bit, Nick. This is not. There's no Facebook or internet archives or right. It's like someone would have to have painted you and like carried it here and like said, "Have you seen Nick Maylock?" Right. So
well,
unless you've met them or they've seen you, they may not know what you look like.
Well, the person who in question has potentially seen me because he has said that there are many eyes watching me. So he knows what I look like. So, and if he's a wizard, he has the ability to potentially project my image in some way, shape, or form.
True.
Do we have any people who are into disguises and stuff?
I have disguise self, but I can only cast it once, and it's only for a short period of time. So when I do it, we would have to plan.
Okay, so it's not something you could just do it while you're in town or something.
Right. I mean, unless the DM would like to raise the or the GM would like to be interesting to be playing Nick Mellock as a ruffian for the rest until we find out. Until we run into Glassstaff.
I mean, you can play as whatever you want to play as. How long does that last? You said it lasts for how long?
Let me check.
And you said you can cast it once, what, per day, or just ever?
It takes a slot. So.
Oh, okay. So it uses one year's. Let's say spell.
Yeah,
then.
one of my spell slots. 1 hour is the duration.
So I mean, you could like disguise yourself and like if you're gonna be out for a little while, and then like go hide at the Stonehill Inn or.
Oh, guys, just real quick update. I did my DM job. So when you were in Clark's cave, this may have been lost on you in the narrative, but there was a pile of sacks and crates. And they had this lion. They had this sort of lion emblem, on them. And they seem to belong to the Lion Shield Coster, right? To to that merchant. So, and that is one of the places in town.
Okay.
I should probably let him know about those. Unless he was supplying them, in which case.
Yeah.
So while these guys are thinking about people to talk to, I'm going to see if I can keep a watch on Tressendar Manor and just see if I see any comings and goings.
Okay, so you're gonna. How are you gonna watch it?
Up in a tree or something like that.
Okay. So you're on your own gonna go hide up in a tree, sort of just off the edge.
Yep.
All right. So anyone with you, or is Cyrus by himself? Sounds like you're by yourself. All right. So Cyrus, being the brave lad that he is, and sort of high on adrenaline from the big fight and refreshed from a good night's sleep, heads to Tressendar Manor, and indeed you find that it's a mess, right? It has been just sort of torn apart, but you can see hints that it was a glorious place in the past. You make your way up into a tree. So do you want to do this? Let me share let me share with you, and you'll all see it, so it's not a big secret. Share the record. There you go. So there's the manor, and you're off in a tree. So let's put you. I'm gonna drop you on the map. Move your character to where you want to be.
Okay. I'm waiting for it to load.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, these. I thought at first like these must be huge. They're like anywhere from 5 to 10 meg, you guys. I thought they were gonna be like 100 meg, and that's why they were taking so long. They're not that big.
It's still loading though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what those words meant.
I think that Fantasy Grounds may use courier pigeon or something to transfer data at this point. I'm not quite sure.
No four.
Oh, and alas, it breaks my heart, you guys, but I now need to turn off the Sleeping Giant's background sounds, and that was the last time we're going to hear about the cheese.
Right,
Now we have Trendstar Manor is what we have now.
So
you can see it's a mess.
Yeah.
And you can also see off to the west, as he promised, near the kitchen area, you see something that looks like a cellar sort of heading down. But you find yourself in a tree, boom, right there. And it's fairly uneventful. And just almost by happen chance, you do see 2 Redbrand not come past you, but sort of come around from. Hold on, let me look at get the lay of the land. Nope. Oh no, they do have to go past you. So they come up the path north of you, right? Head across, around, and then into the back. And then you see them sort of disappear around the back of the building. You're a smart guy. Your thought is these were probably the 2 that got away.
Okay.
So they've been lying low.
I thought there was only one that got away.
You can't ask questions. You're not here.
Okay. So you can cut to the other people. I'll just spend the rest of the day watching comings and goings while everyone else is doing their stuff.
All right, so we're back on the map. You guys are at the inn. Did you guys want to head someplace? Did you want to join Cyrus? What's your plan? What are you guys trying to understand?
Right, because you like town.
A cobbler. There's a smithy. There is a.
I'm not seeing on the map. I just want to know because that's if there is, I'd seek them out as, kindred.
Yeah. So as far as a dedicated shoe shop, not so much.
Okay.
That is a cobbler, right? I'm old in the real world here, but that is a cobbler, correct? Yes. Okay, making sure.
That's what I am. So yeah.
Yeah. Now there may be someone that does cobbling. There's not every building has been identified. I gave you sort of the key buildings. I think as you guys get to know the town better, you might hear word of a cobbler. What is also lost on you is you don't see any magic shops per se. You perhaps the Shrine of Luck and Sister Gariel's might be someplace that you could procure magical items. Who knows? But for the most part, there seems to be some sort of a town hall, like a town master's hall. You've got the inn. You've got a a mine place, because this is surrounded by mountains, so maybe there'll be some gold. Who knows? That is, of course, run by the miners' exchange is run by Halia, who you've heard from the Redbrand is pretty power hungry and would have liked to run the Redbrand herself. There's a woodworker. I would assume they would do woodworking. You have the Lion Shield Coster, which is sort of like an armory. You can get weapons and shield bits. And beyond that, you haven't really explored too much of the town. You've realized that there's probably some surrounding farmland and agriculture going on as well. For the most part, the buildings that you're aware of are sort of what this town needs to survive. right? So they're in survival mode at this point. Now, as you guys walk through town, you see many of the buildings have been are in a really bad shape, and but others have been invested in and are coming around. So this is a town that's going undergoing a rebirth.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to the sister, but I need to go to bed first.
In the real world, right? Yeah. So we can end here if that works for everybody. It is 9 o'clock. We are at our 2-hour limit. I will be honest with you guys. I thought the Redband fight would be done within like 10 minutes.
This may make you adjust your expectations, Tom.
Yeah, it's funny. I did a lot of studying for this because assuming that we would go farther than this, I was really ready for pretty much anywhere you guys wanted to go. But I think most of the guidelines assume that you are going to take prisoners and extort more information about people. But you guys do love to lay waste, right? Hey, I will end on this,
only
Christy.
when people try to lay waste to us.
I will end on this. As you guys woke up in the morning and the sun shone through your windows and you started your day, everyone greeted you with a very thankful smile, right? Because the town is become very aware that you're the first group to sort of take care of these ruffians. And honestly, you didn't spend much time getting to know any of these people before you went and started killing ruffians, right? So there's a lot of gratitude and many a tale to tell, and people that want to probably share. So I wouldn't be surprised if people start to track you down saying, find my lost kin or what have you. But you are sort of like local heroes right now. And that's a good way, I think, honestly, to end the Elegant 8 Adventure Saga. See you next week. So that's all I got to say about that, you guys.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
All right. Thanks everybody for the game.
Yeah,
Thank you all.
absolutely. This was fantastic.
Good. It's always a good time. I'll work on the tech support issues.
Thank you, everyone.
Have